Hey, it's me again. It's been a while, approximately 2 months, and you haven't heard from me or seen any new videos posted. It's because I was at boot camp for the Coast Guard, and I'm going to tell you right now, it was a blast. So before going into boot camp, I had expected it to be super duper hard, and I was expecting the worst. But then when I actually got there, it wasn't super duper hard, it was only super hard. And so I was able to kind of get used to how things worked pretty fast. And it was really funny when we first got there. Everyone was on the bus from all over the country, just crammed all into, like, actually we had 2 buses that we took, but and then we parked in front of Sexton Hall, and then while the bus pulled up, we saw the company commanders all standing in the doorway, and they had their Smokey Bear hats on over their eyes, their arms crossed, and they were all just like super serious standing there, and everyone on the bus was just like smoking and joking. That's the term they use for just like hanging out, smoking and joking. And we were just laughing and being like, oh my gosh, look how serious they look, like, and then once the bus stopped, everyone just like stood up, not stood up, but like sat up really straight, stopped talking, and became super serious. It was like, oh my gosh, this is really happening, like, this is it. And then one of the company commanders came on the bus and started talking, told us to sit up straight, even though we had already sat up straight right before they walked on, and just had this little spiel. And I mean, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't like the whole, you have 10 seconds to get off this bus, you already wasted 5. Like, I had watched boot camp videos on YouTube prior to going, and that's what I thought they were going to say, but like they didn't. They were just telling us to hurry up, find our bags, hurry up, and then stand on these triangles. And it wasn't as scary as I expected. And then we had to find our bags, and then they immediately started teaching us things like the facing movements, left face, right face, about face. And then while we were at Sexton Hall, we were the foreman company, and we didn't have our own company commanders yet, so there was a week of just staying there, and then the next week we actually got our company commanders. I had 4 assistant company commanders and 1 lead, and there was like, that's kind of unusual because that's like a lot for a company. And there was no female company commander that we had. There was only like 7 females in the end, and like 104 of us graduated, so that was really cool, because it was a lot less drama than it could have been, because females, you know, they're like crazy and all this drama. I mean, we still had a little bit, but it was okay. We made it through. And there not being a female company commander made it like we got away with so much stuff. We would stage our clothes in the bathroom the night before, and we would leave stuff in there, and like we wouldn't get in trouble because the male company commanders, like, they wouldn't really go in there. They would kind of like forget about us, because yeah, we were already just like back in the tower, and we yeah, got away with a lot of stuff. Once we did get picked up by our company, and after we got all of our medical stuff, our shots and everything done, it did get really hard, because that's when they start beating us and fire, and I don't know, sweating and stuff. So after you get picked up by your company commanders, they're gonna select people for certain jobs. And I'm gonna tell you right now, you want to get a job. Like, don't be one of those people who don't volunteer for anything, because it is awesome, especially during the first few weeks. Like, it's awesome to be able to get away from the company and go to your job. Unless it's a yeoman. Yeoman jobs, those suck. Like, don't be a yeoman. Like, even if you do become one, like, good luck. You get the most face time with the company commanders, and you get yelled at and you do push all the time. Like, it's pretty bad. Every yeoman hated being a yeoman. But I was in laundry crew. That was like so awesome. We just got to go every like three times a week and get everyone's laundry, bring them down the stairs. We were like 3 floors up too, so it was kind of annoying, but still, to be able to get away from the company commanders and all that craziness, it was pretty good. And then there's also like some kind of journalist job, like where you get to write stories about like what's going on at boot camp, and then someone would post it, and that's what your parents read. That job sounded pretty cool, but like I was actually one of those people who didn't volunteer for anything, and then I don't know, somehow I ended up being in laundry crew, and then I ended up being a squad leader. Sundays are the best because we had divine hours, which lasted from 8 to 1, and that's just time that you have for yourself. You could shine your boots, iron your uniforms because they have to be looking fabulous, and then you could write letters, read your letters. Other than that, during the week, you only have like 10 minutes to write and read letters. So Sundays was when I got all that out of the way. But then like right after divine hours, you get beat, and then the first time we had divine hours, we ended up holding canteens over our head and repeating over and over again, "We wasted our time! We wasted our time!" And that was pretty awful. So then I used to say that I used to say that Sundays were the worst and the best day, but it gets easier. So this here is Paco, my sister's bird. His name isn't really Paco, but I don't remember what it is. A lot of people question like, oh, how was the food at boot camp? Well, it was pretty darn good, I can tell you that. Like, my favorite was the turkey meatloaf. I thought it was really good. They have like seasoned green beans. They have like a lot of junk food too, like a bunch of fried stuff, and I don't know, they have crab cakes there. You're allowed one crab cake patty, and they're like so good. And then they have dessert, but like you're not allowed to have it until you earn it, which is like week 8. So like I had dessert every meal for a week straight. And then yeah, so basically it's not just frozen food that they heat up, like they actually take their time, season it, cook it. It's like home cooked meals. The eggs, people don't think they're good, but what you gotta do is you gotta make a sandwich with them. So like ask for 2 pieces of toast, and then get eggs and the bacon, and then you can go get the condiments and grab some mayonnaise, right? And then you just make a sandwich. That's what I used to do, and it was really good. I was actually surprised at how much class we had compared to like actually physical activities like working out and stuff. We didn't run every day like I expected. We only ran a few times. We did a few off-base running. They actually did start working out every morning, but that's like week 7, week 8. And then they had like bike pedaling, like stationary bikes. We would do some of those workouts. And then there was weightlifting only started like week 7. And then I mean, I guess we were running everywhere pretty much. Like they do fire, the run down the stairs, go outside. And then the IT, which is intensive training, we do like push-ups, sit-ups, and then there was peace IT also, and that kind of stuff. But that kind of died down later on. That was just like in the beginning weeks, and like it just kind of gets less and less. And like the company commanders would say, like, you think it's getting easier, it's not. We'll hold you to the same standard, you're just like, getting better. But like it did get easier. And then by week 8, it was like, oh my gosh, it's so boring, I want to go home. Because like we stopped doing stuff. And then you start like cleaning the squad bays a lot and just clean. And then there's a Cape May crud, they call it. Like everybody gets sick, everybody has a cold in the beginning. And then usually they get it in the end too, but like my group didn't really. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.